Let's go ahead and check out the career builder. This is something I knew that I was going to be very much interested in. And it all sort of starts when you get to choose your character. You can end up creating a new character or overwriting an existing one and get a one-time bonus of $4 million to kickstart your criminal career or continue with an existing character. So you only get to do this once. And in a future video, we'll talk about what's going to be the best path in order to do this, because as you end up selecting it, it says you're about to save this character to an empty slot. Are you sure you want to proceed? It congratulates you for getting the Criminal Enterprise Starter Pack stuff, which that's actually kind of nice that it carries over. And then it gives you this fun little like cutscene where a bank vault is actually exploding and it counts up to $4 million, and you get $4 million right off the get-go. And then it says, congratulations, you've been awarded $4 million to kickstart your first criminal career in GTA Online. So there you go. That is exactly what happens right there. And then you get 4 choices. You have executive, lead a skyscraping criminal empire, employ other players as bodyguards, and fund your opulent lifestyle by trading contraband. You have gun runner, which is to make your fortune in the illegal arms trade, manufacturing military-grade weapons from your underground bunker. You got the nightclub owner, open a nightclub and turn it into the hottest party in town while using it as your front for managing your shadier income sources, ideal for anyone looking to expand their business empire in the future. And then you've got biker, which is form a motorcycle club with up to 7 other players, hit the road, carry out deadly contracts, and run black market businesses statewide. So those are your 4 choices right there. Again, in a future video, because it does take a little bit of time to dive into, we'll talk about which one is probably the best, which criminal career path you want to go after. For the sake of this video, we're just going to take a look at what you need to do. Basically, for all of them, you have 5 categories that you get to choose from. For the executive, it's office, warehouse, vehicles, weapons, and then the last page is a summary. And that's going to vary based off of the path you end up choosing. Because for gun runner, you guys can see that it's bunker, upgrade, vehicles, and weapons. That tab will be the same. The vehicles and weapons will be different. And then obviously summary at the end is the exact same. For nightclub owner, it's nightclub, upgrades, vehicles, weapons, and summary. And then for your motorcycle club or biker, it's clubhouse, business, vehicles, weapons, and summary. Now, at that summary page, it's going to tell you how much you've ultimately spent on everything. And you guys can see there that not only do you have to choose at least 1 per category, but you also have to spend at least $3 million. So for those of you that were looking to like say, oh, I'm just going to buy nothing, or you might have a handful of items that are a part of the Criminal Enterprise Starter Pack, and you're going to say, all right, I'm going to get all the free items that I can get. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that money that I don't have to spend, and I'm just going to drag it into free mode. Well, unfortunately, you're not able to do that. You have to at least spend $3 million. And my recommendation is you get as close to the $3 million as possible. That way you can take that total remaining cash, and it says it's yours to spend in Los Santos. So that's actually very cool. And this gets me pretty excited. This is the summary page. It tells you how many vehicles you bought, how many weapons, etc. This is what I was doing just to get things jump-started. And then it gives you an alert. Would you like to copy the rank of character 1, which is 24? I'm playing this on my Xbox, which is not my primary console. But then you copy it over. You then have the ability to edit your character and do all that sort of fun stuff that you can normally do. I didn't really do all that because that wasn't really anything new. And then what's kind of cool is we get a new introduction and a new tutorial. And it begins as we are let out of jail. So no meeting Lamar Davis at the airport, nothing like that. We just simply get let out of the police station. He says, see you soon. And I was wondering like, well, can I go back into the police station? And the answer is no. Once you get let out, you're out. You cannot go back in. But this is the introduction. And so what is going to happen is you're going to get a text message from your mechanic that says, hey, boss, great. You're finally out. Look, I've dropped your wheels nearby to help you get around. Call me if you need any help with your vehicles. I'm still listed under mechanic on your phone. So that's what you do. You go grab your car. You get a text from Lamar Davis who says, hey, it's your boy LD. Good to see you back on the streets. I heard you was up for release and stashed them pieces for you. Go pick them up. With your kind of record, you don't want to be walking around this town without a strap. Trust me. So once you do that, you got to go to this location. You got to grab the weapon stash. And then they sort of prompt you to take out the ballas right there. I don't think you have to, but that's sort of what they prompt you to end up doing. Then from there, you're really tasked up to just leave the area. And Lamar again says, hey, if you run into any ballas, don't be looking for no peaceful resolution. Just shoot enough of them fools to make your point. Get a fast set of wheels and get gone. And then from there, you're going to get a text from either your executive assistant, or it might be Tony Prince, or it might be Agent 14. Whatever route you chose, you're going to get a text. It says, boss, your executive assistant here. They let you out. Trumped up charges anyways. Listen, I've got your new office all set up, and we're ready to go. Come by as soon as you can, and we can get started getting rich. So that's what you end up doing. You have to go to your office that you choose, and then a little cutscene will commence where the executive assistant talks about the office. This isn't anything particularly new here, so we don't have to really go over that. You guys really know what an office looks like. And then you just sort of have to go through the initial setup of how your business works. So for this, you have to end up sourcing some special cargo. It's actually pretty easy and pretty straightforward. In fact, for someone that kind of knows what they're doing, it's a little bit of a pain because you're like, oh gosh, really? I have to do this again. I have to go source some random jewelry truck on the other side of the city and then bring it back to the warehouse. It's a little bit tedious, especially because you don't have any of your normal gear or vehicles, but it just gets your business started. And then once you do that, you are going to be launched into free roam, which is pretty cool. It'll say, congratulations, you have established your business and you can now explore free mode to discover the various opportunities available to you. This session is now open and joinable by other players. So that's pretty cool. And then that's it. You're done. That is the career builder. That is how it works. Then you get thrown into the new world. Now, like I mentioned earlier, this can only be done once. So you are going to have to choose wisely. If you are starting off with a new character, this is honestly what I would recommend doing. And if you're doing this with an existing character, again, just keep in mind, not only can it only be done once, but it completely wipes your progress. It's not like you get to build anything on top of this. It just is a fresh character without having to basically start from the very bottom. So you're just going to get overrun by all these other people. It gives you the opportunity to at least start on a little bit of high ground. So what's my overall take on the career builder? The career builder is fine. It's fun. I was expecting there to be more interactions and maybe even more cutscenes with some of the characters that might get us involved. But overall, it's just a cool way to get started and not have to really begin from the very bottom. So I would honestly recommend this. If you have a secondary character and you want to start a secondary character, it's great because you don't have to, basically start from nothing. Or number two, if you're a brand new player altogether, this is obviously going to be the path that you're going to want to take because it gets you sort of right into the action with a brand new business without having to be the level 1 noob that has absolutely nothing to their name, whereas other players have 8-something years of, building up their arsenal of cars, weapons, and stuff like that. So that's an overview of the career builder. Let me know in those comments down below, which career path did you end up choosing? Did you choose the executive, the gun runner, the biker, or the nightclub owner? Let me know what you guys did in those comments down below. I would love to hear from you guys down there. If you guys did go and enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and all the Rockstar Games videos that I'll be doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care. And I'll see you guys in the next video.